Mesdames, messieurs, mes autres, bienvenue, bonjour, ici Salem et bienvenue sur Bear With Me, un jeu épisodique, donc aujourd'hui je vais essayer de faire l'épisode 1. Je vais être honnête, j'ai fait l'épisode 1 il y a longtemps, j'ai jamais fait le 2 ni le 3, enfin il y a longtemps, il y a quelques années maintenant, et je me souviens juste du pitch de base et d'une blague. Oula. Voilà, même la musique elle en revient pas, voilà, formidable. Bon, sur ce, je vais pas vous faire une présentation de 50 ans, je vais lancer le jeu. Welp, mais... Allez, nouvelle partie. Exordium Games présente Bear With Me. Je serais infoutu de traduire le jeu de mots en français. Bear with me, ça veut dire reste avec moi, mais bear, en anglais, ça veut dire supporter, mais... Bref, bear, ça désigne aussi un ours. Oula, 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 oh, 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 wow. Mademoiselle, réveillez-vous! S'il vous plaît, réveillez-vous! Il n'y avait pas une trad française? Attends, bouge pas. Qu'est-ce que... Tech. Attends, comment ça biloup? Je croyais que j'avais coupé Discord. Oh! Ah. Non mais... settings, language... italiano... Français, franchouillard, Dutch, jawohl, russe, anglais... Espagnol, c'est la lingua espagnole. J'ai jamais reparlé espagnol depuis le lycée, j'avais retenu 2 mots, tout va très bien. Ok, retour. On va voir. Chambre d'Amber. Bon. En tout cas, c'est pas une trad. C'est pas une trad à la Google Translate. Sinon, ils auraient mis chambre de Amber. Bon. Voyons voir. Donc, mademoiselle, réveillez-vous s'il vous plaît.
It's where I rest my pretty little head.
Ok.
This is my bed. There are many beds like this, but this one is mine.
Et nous voici donc avec Amber. Amber, cette jeune fille là, en compagnie de Millie, une vieille girafe, d'accord. C'est elle qui avait dit.
Millie, my toy giraffe. I've had her since I was 5 years old. She seems frightened. I should talk to her.
Ah. La girafe en plus a l'air très vivante tout de même, hein. Ouais. Bon, alors... Oh putain, la caisse.
If I had a label maker, I would label this Amber's Stuff, and I would keep my label maker there.
Imparable. Une pile.
I'll just pick this up. You never know when it might come in handy.
Certes. Ah, parce qu'il y a de l'orage en plus. Ah bah super. Elle est vieille sa girafe en plus, Zo. Oui. Oui. Elle est dans le placard? Comment ça, elle est dans le placard? Mais non. J'ai mis suffisamment de temps à en sortir. Allez vous faire foutre.
The tools I use to transfer my genius onto paper.
En tout cas, la trad française a l'air de qualité. Pour les jeux de mots, je dis pas, mais
The
pour le
tools I
reste...
use to transfer.
Ouais. Ça va. Bon. Tiroir.
Yes, drawers. What will they think of next? Oh, that's right. I remember playing with this a couple of days ago. It fell on the floor and the lens broke. I'll take the magnifier with me, but I better repair it before I return it to Ted.
Ok, carton.
It's filled with stuff I brought from the city.
Ah, on n'est pas en ville? J'aurais
My
cru.
collection of paintings. Mom said I could have any painting in the house for my room. It was a rigorous selection process. It's not working, but that's okay. I can't tell the time anyways.
Ah, oula, par contre, là, j'ai vu une faute. Bon. Lunettes.
They belong to my mom. She must have forgotten them in here when she was cleaning.
Elles ont l'air bien rétro, cette paire. voyons voir si je prends. Qu'est-ce que ça me dit?
I don't really need glasses, but maybe they'll come in handy. Better take them with me just in case.
On sait jamais, si ta mère a une mauvaise vue, on peut remplacer le verre de la loupe avec un des verres des lunettes.
I've read all of these. Some of my favorites are Boomerang, What Goes Around Comes Around, The Island of the Monkeys, and Staring Down the Barrel, A Drunkard's Tale.
Ok.
It's filled with mysterious and magical things from the far corners of the Orient. Also toys and stuff.
Certes.
I don't have a green thumb, like, at all. Well, I do now, but I was doodling with a green crayon last night.
Ouais, having a green thumb en anglais, ça veut dire avoir la main verte. Oui, du coup, Millie, c'est vrai, pardon, je t'avais complètement oublié, j'étais en train d'explorer la chambre.
It seems you had a nightmare.
Ah, il y a des... Ah, ça, je me rappelais pas. Je m'en souviens pas vraiment, il y a eu cet incendie, oui, mais je peux gérer les cauchemars. Oui, c'est vrai que c'était chelou comme cauchemar, hein, parce que c'est... Un incendie rouge qui fait apparaître des sceaux démoniaques avec une silhouette qui te regarde sur la totalité d'un immeuble avec ses yeux rouges. Bon, c'est pas l'incendie que tu croises tous les jours non plus. Bon, allez.
There was this fire and black smoke was coming from the windows. Funny thing is, it didn't feel scary to me, like I wasn't really there.
Was it Paper City?
Faut qu'elle arrête de regarder Naruto
No,
avant de dormir.
I don't
Oui,
think
certes.
so. What are you doing here, Millie? Are you all right?
Oh no, miss. Something terrible is happening down in Paper City. I came here as soon as I could.
Paper City.
I wanted to warn you and your brother not to go there, but when we arrived, I could only find you.
What do you mean?
Miss, I'm afraid your brother is missing.
Ah oui, c'était ça.
Millie, you stay here and rest. I'll come and check up on you later.
C'est vrai,
Please,
c'était ça.
before you go around looking for your brother, miss, go and find Mr. Bear and ask him to come along. He's retired now, but he was always so fond of you. I'm sure he'll help you out. He may not be an easygoing man, but he has a kind heart.
Ted? I know where he
Et
is.
comme tout détective
He
de
has a
film
small
noir.
office in my closet, but Ted and I, we can't work together anymore. Mostly because I'm still smart and driven and he's become a burnout.
I haven't seen him since he left the city. But whatever falling out you two had, I beg you to reconcile.
Oui, non mais on a besoin d'aide pour retrouver notre frère. Oui, je me rappelais que t'avais Amber et Ted qui menaient l'enquête et que c'était ça le principe du jeu. Par contre, je me rappelais plus pourquoi. Mais ok, mon frangin a disparu, d'accord, ok. Très bien, Millie, je vais lui demander.
I'll go ask him.
Elle s'est fâchée avec son dos sans
I'm
plus?
not sure if
Oui.
he'll even hear me out. We left off on a really bad note.
Oui, bien sûr.
It's a shame you two aren't working together anymore. You were always such good friends. But for your sake, miss, please don't go wandering around alone. There is something else I haven't told you about. The reason I came all the way down here. There is this man that came down to Paper City a week ago. He's asking a lot of questions about you.
What?
Merde! Il est au courant pour mon compte en banque en Suisse!
Dead man. There were a lot of fires down in the city this past week, ever since he showed up. The officials are burying their heads in the sand, while this man has an entire city, your city, miss, cowering in fear.
Comme d'hab.
Well, Paper City Police Department isn't known for its heroic head-on approach to crime fighting.
The mayor
Elle est
and the
lucide.
commissioner have issued a citywide lockdown until all of this is sorted out. A lot of people are escaping the city. We managed to
Burying
escape
their
through
head in
these
the
tunnels
sand?
painted in
Oui,
But most
effectivement,
of the
oui.
exits are closed off now.
You said we escaped.
Le confinement, c'est le Covid qui est de retour!
Mugshot boys helped me through the east tunnel. Bless their hearts. We arrived at Flint's room, but he wasn't there, so I came here to wake you up.
I have to go now, Millie. I'll be back as soon as I can to come check on you. Do you need anything?
I'm fine, little miss. I just need to rest is all. Please, before you go out, find Mr. Bear and ask him to come along.
Mais avec plaisir, avec plaisir. Oui, parce que vous allez vous rendre compte d'un truc très vite. Si vous avez vu ne serait-ce qu'un film noir, vous allez pas être dépaysé. Hein. Ah Bon, c'est bien pour toi que j'y retourne.
Amber Ashworth, if I had a nickel for every time this broad got me into trouble, I'd be neck deep in nickels right now. Something was different this time. I could feel it in the air. Someone really put the scares on her. Despite her fragile appearance, Amber's a tough kid, so it was unusual to see her like this. She starts talking.
Et voilà, Teddy.
I told her I'm retired, for good this time. Fell on deaf ears again. Anyway, she starts talking about Millie, Paper City, her brother, and all that jazz, and I'm wondering how many times we've gone through this before. You see, we have this routine where she asks me for help, as she always does, and I play hard to get, as I always do. Eventually, I give in. We've done this so many times I've lost count.
Oh,
She knows the
allez.
drill, and so do I. Might as well just hear her out. Her words ring through my office. They get stuck in this haze around my head, and then they get lost in the cold autumn rain outside, tapping on my window in this hypnotic manner. It's calming in a way, or is it the booze that makes me calm?
Ton alcool, c'est du jus de carotte, Teddy.
Not much to do when you're retired, and hobbies were never my cup of tea. I know her standing in my doorway with her lady in distress shtick means bad news for me, and yet I know I'm in for it again. The sun is slowly setting and the rain gets heavy. The news said there will be a storm tonight.
Donc elle a un ours en peluche dépressif. Bah oui, c'est un détective de film noir, forcément. J'aime bien cette gamine.
Hi, Ted. I heard you've retired, but
Cut the ceremony, doll. I ain't doing it.
doing what?
Whatever little plan you've schemed up this time to ruin my life. You're bad news, doll. Always were. Do me a solid this time and leave me out of it. I'm busy.
I knew you wouldn't help me. I only asked because Millie insisted you come along.
Millie, are we investigating old wives' tales now? It's getting late, doll. Shouldn't you be in bed?
Well, comme d'habitude, quand tu as le détective et la fille avec qui il a eu une histoire qui se retrouvent, forcément ça démarre sur les chapeaux de roue. Bon, par contre, on en parle du masque de Jason qui est juste là. Genre, il se passe des choses intéressantes dans ce placard. Ça aussi c'est intéressant là. C'est pas un mannequin d'anatomie ce truc là. Hein. Bon. Ça ne te regarde pas, j'étais déjà au lit, tu fais trop de bruit. Pourquoi? Quel est le rapport? Eh ben si tu veux tout savoir.
I was in bed. Millie woke me up.
Well, you should ask her to help you out then.
So, you're saying I should ask an old blind woman to help me out?
Ah, c'est pour ça qu'elle avait les
That'll
yeux
be tougher
blancs.
than she looks. Now, if you don't mind, I have some real work to do.
Oh my god, you're still mad at me? After all this time? I really need your help,
Qu'est-ce qu'elle a
and I
fait?
kind of promised Millie I would ask you to come along.
Mad? Why would I be mad? I was almost thrown into a wood chipper thanks to you.
Oh!
I was lucky. One of the guys we investigated is in my bird-watching, poker and cigar club. And where were you? You ran off.
I was following a lead, somewhere else.
Yeah? What'd you found out?
Not much.
Not a goddamn thing. Listen, doll, I've got a nice little setup here. Lately, I've been doing some tailing work for jealous husbands down in the city. Bunch of nervous train wrecks, but the money is good. I grew tired of pulling bloated toys out of Dredge River. Our days of crime fighting are over. That whole thing, it's behind us. It belongs in the past. Capiche?
You've been practicing this speech, haven't you?
A little bit. How was it?
It was okay. The part about the bodies was a bit much.
I threw that
Ils
in
se
for
connaissent beaucoup
dramatic
trop bien.
effect. It wasn't in the original draft, though.
No, it was good. It gets the point.
Clairement, elle regarde des trucs qui sont pas son âge avant de dormir pour se
You're
raconter
still
des
here,
histoires comme ça.
but I
Oui,
still
hein.
have a lot of work to do.
Est-ce qu'on a vraiment passé là? Tu me dois un loyer. Oui, c'est vrai, son placard, son bureau est dans ma chambre. Bon. Je suppose que j'ai continué tout ça. Est-ce qu'on doit vraiment passer par
really
là?
have to do this whole bit again?
Fine. This is dragging on for way too long, and it's past my office out. What's this nonsense all about anyways?
So, according to Millie, a lot of things are happening down in Paper City lately.
What things?
Like, all sorts of bad things. And there's this guy that's responsible.
According to Millie.
The mayor has issued a citywide lockdown. No one is allowed to leave or enter the city limits until all of this is sorted out. They've managed to escape through the East Tunnel maintenance route. But I think that's been closed off, too.
They?
Le Paper City Orchestra, l'association de papier-mâché de Paper City, le club du mois du vin et du fromage. Ah, on est bien dans la France, là. Les ornithologues amateurs du monde, les amateurs de melons. Allez, la France.
Yeah, Millie and the Wine and Cheese of the Month Club. They need a place to,
Get drunk and eat cheese bits? It's called a living room. They have clubs for everything these days. Wait, are you making this up?
Oui.
Yeah, sorry. The Mugshot Boys helped her out. I know how much you don't like them.
I mean, what's not to like? Fact that they're thieves and thugs? They literally stole a candy from a baby once.
But wasn't
Mon
that
Dieu.
baby an undercover cop?
Well, yeah, it was. But they didn't know. Now, did they?
Anyways, they helped her
Okay.
escape the city through the East Tunnel, the one that leads to Flint's room, and she said he wasn't there. She believes he's gone missing. I need to go and check on Flint. Maybe he's still in the house, but Millie doesn't want me to go alone. She says it's possible for the Red Man to have found an exit to my house. She's really scared.
Wait, what red man?
She was telling me about this man, dressed completely in red. He came down to Paper City recently and was asking questions about me.
He's asking questions about you? What's so interesting about you?
Oui, bah c'est une bonne question, mais...
Hey, I'll have you know there are a lot of people out there who find me interesting. Millie is really scared of this man. I can't leave anything to chance. Will you help me out?
Whoa there, sugar cup. Even if I come along, and I'm still thinking that one over, I'm afraid a crucial component that'll help in our future investigation is missing.
Une loupe à tout hasard. Et, par contre, les oreilles de Ted qui twitch de temps en temps, c'est trop mignon. Alors, qu'est-ce qui te manque? Ton chapeau, ton nez, ta chaussure gauche, mon frère. Oui, mon frère, oui, mais justement, c'est un peu le but. Chapeau.
Your hat?
No, I'm phasing that one out.
Ah bon?
Your magnifier?
That's right, dollface.
Ah bah voilà.
Now be a good assistant and go find it for me.
I'm sorry, your assistant?
You know what I mean. Now get cracking.
Alors, inventaire. Oula, comment ça fonctionne ici? Est-ce que je dormais avec mon couteau suisse? Brisé, lunettes. Ah!
I don't think so.
Non. Bon, alors, couteau suisse sur les lunettes.
I broke my mom's glasses. I better find use for this lens now.
Oui, bien sûr, oui. On déloge le verre des lunettes avec un couteau, oui. Qu'est-ce qui pourrait mal se passer?
This won't hold. I need some sort of adhesive.
Ah! Alors ça, par contre, je n'ai point. Voyons voir.
It's my field hockey mask. My friend Jason wants to borrow it. As far as I'm
Ah.
concerned, he can have it. What's the worst that can happen?
Ah! Amber, tu as des fréquentations intéressantes.
What? Those must be Ted's.
De quoi, les chansons de danse? Ma foi. Boîte.
I got this for Flint, with my own money. It's some guardian superhero dude. Very bleak and depressing story arc.
D'accord.
I really feel like I don't own enough shoes. And no, it's not a stereotype. It's just a fact.
Voyons voir, le distributeur de
It makes this
flotte.
place look like a proper office.
Si tu le dis. Ah! Mais enfin! Mais on remet? Il faut une musique, voilà. Merci. Non mais oh. La carte du
So
crime!
everything seems to be connected to that Chinese takeout menu.
On fait avec ce qu'on a.
The light is off. I bet someone wasn't paying his electric bills. Well, since this office is in my closet, that window there is for purely decorative purposes. Where's the light coming from, though?
Oui, c'est une bonne question. Bon.
It's full of Ted's past cases.
Ok, et du coup...
Nope.
Non, je ne peux pas regarder. Bon, j'ai vu la colle, hein, j'ai vu la colle. Bouteille.
Left there for research purposes.
Ouais.
That's what the phones looked like back in the days. I mean, now.
Fais gaffe, le scénario commence à
Here we see a
s'effilocher.
lamp in its natural habitat. It's leaning forward, ready to leap with remarkable precision. A truly fascinating predator of the wild office?
Oui, c'est ça que j'aime bien avec ce jeu. Ça je m'en rappelais. Qu'il y a énormément de lignes de dialogue pour plus ou moins tout et n'importe quoi. Ils se sont vraiment fait chier. Hein.
It says FBI on it. I bet it stands for Federal Bear Investigation.
Nouveau sens. On va s'en rappeler de celui-là.
Glue in a bottle.
Ok, bon.
I bet this glue will be useful. Better take it with me.
Oui, certes. Bon, je crois que j'ai tout pris. Ah, les vêtements.
These are my clothes. The colors are more on the bright side, but I can't help it. I love vivid colors.
Certes, je te crois sur parole parce que là, ma vue est un petit peu défaillante. Alors, ah
Do what with it?
non, c'est sur la structure alors.
There we go.
Voilà.
Now I just need a lens. Voila! A perfect crime. Ted will never know.
Bien. Utiliser la loupe sur... Ouh, et on peut l'utiliser sur absolument tout. Bon, sur Ted.
That's not my magnifier.
On s'en
What
tape.
do you mean? It's a magnifier. It magnifies and everything?
No, this is my magnifier, with the lens missing, which I'm sure you broke recently. You've replaced the lens with your mom's glasses and glued them together with kids' glue.
That's preposterous. Never have I ever.
Okay, never mind. This will do.
Il est bon, hein.
Let's head out.
Il est bon. Par contre, je suis curieux de savoir comment il s'est fait ses cicatrices. Bon, alors... Du coup...
It's just a window. Don't let this crippling amnesia get to you. You can do this.
Une amnésie, comment ça une amnésie? De quoi tu me parles? Bon.
We should start with Flint's room, doll.
Let's
see.
head out. Watch my back, Ted.
Oula. Alors, ok, deux choses. Vous avez l'air de vivre dans un appartement qui est assez grand, mais est-ce que vous venez d'emménager à cause des boîtes en carton? Et deuxio, c'est quoi ça? D'où les murs tiennent avec un lacet? Bon.
That's just...
It's just weird.
Yep, it's weird.
Ouais.
Unpacked stuff from our city apartment. Let's guess what's inside. I bet it's full of bouncing balls, sorted and packed neatly according to color, size, or bounceability.
Ça pourrait être bien, mais
I
j'ai
bet
des
it's
doutes.
full of diamonds. That's something one would have lying around in a cardboard box in the middle of the hallway, right? I bet it's full of... An old clock. My grandfather bought this. Or wanted in a duel at dawn. Can't really remember. It's a beautiful clock, though.
On va dire qu'il l'a gagné dans un duel à l'aube, hein, parce que là, pour le coup, ça ferait une histoire absolument dingue à raconter à la famille. Bon, alors, la chambre de Flint, elle est par là, ça c'est la salle de bain. Une minute, je ne peux pas y entrer, n'est-ce pas?
It's locked. But why?
Oui, bonne question. Hein.
This is mighty suspicious, doll. Wasn't there a hole in the study wall? You know, that one that you used to crawl through when you were younger.
You're right, Snoop. Maybe I can still fit through. It's worth checking out.
Parce que comment ça se fait que ce soit verrouillé? Ils sont bien rentrés par là, les autres. Bon.
The accentuated, almost reckless brushstrokes could be an indication of the artist's lack of formal education. Rather than paint with methodical, almost sterile precision, he instead attempts to convey his inner
Amber,
making his work better appreciated through sheer emotion.
What the hell are you talking about?
You're just such a caveman.
l'avant-garde. Bon. La plante.
Plante regularis. A common plant found in most households, I guess.
Ok, bon, voyons voir la salle de bain.
It's so dark in here, Ted. I can't see anything.
The
Oula.
light is busted. We'll have to find a flashlight or something.
Alors, bon. Et là, j'ai la trappe qui mène au grenier. Formidable.
That's all there is to it. It leads to the attic, hence the name, the attic door.
Boîte en verre, ça j'avais pas vu qu'on pouvait faire quelque chose.
Thingies inside.
Bah oui, les poids.
It's locked.
Bah tiens. Bon, escalier.
Such an amazing piece of woodwork. The amazing stairs, everybody. Gather round, young and old. Witness this new technological marvel.
Combien de temps ils ont mis à imaginer toutes ces lignes de texte pour partir en délire sur n'importe quel objet. Bon. Le hall. Bonjour. Ok. Bon, le hall ouest. Une plante surdimensionnée. Ok, bon, d'accord, oui. La chambre des parents, une autre peinture, un canapé, une peinture, l'étude. Ah oui, c'est là qu'il est censé y avoir un trou. Voyons voir.
I
Fenêtre.
can see the tree outside our house. It's a willow tree. I know this because 2 years ago at the hospital, my mom told the doctor I fell from a willow tree. It was that one.
Bonne déduction. Bon.
It's a tree, like the ones outside, only this one is inside. It's
Oui, mais
creepy.
c'est pas un saut
I don't
pleureur,
like
ça
it.
par contre. Bon. Rusty,
Rust.
bonjour. Oui.
Rust.
Merci, Ted. Merci. Bon. Alors, qu'est-ce que tu as à dire?
Hey there, Rust. It's been a while.
Sure has, Snoop. Still walking the beat?
Not lately. I finally took some time out to sort things out.
He's pretending he's retired. It takes a lot out of him, apparently.
Well, you couldn't have picked a worse time to retire.
J'aime Rust. Oui, moi aussi, j'aime beaucoup son design. Sa voix est trop cool aussi.
What's going on, Rust?
Wish I could tell you, Bear. I'm as clueless as the rest of them. One thing I know is that I was working at the steel mill one day. The damn place got blown up.
Ok, alors Primo, comment ça la Syrie a explosé? Est-ce que tu vas bien? Et Dezio, le timing avec l'éclair qui est tombé à ce moment-là était parfait. Alors, est-ce que tu sais quelque chose à propos de l'homme rouge? On a appris que la ville est bouclée. As-tu vu Flint, Rusty? Et est-ce que tu sais quelque... Non, c'est pas le roi jaune, non. J'ai la ref, mais non. L'homme rouge, on va
We've heard
commencer par ça.
rumors about some red man. Know anything about that?
I sure do. He's the damn reason all this is happening, Bear. So this Red shows up down in PC. This was a week ago. He goes after the thugs first. Gathers information and such. No one thought nothing of it. Couple of beaten up lowlifes here and there. It's a common trait with these guys. Then, the fire started. I hear a couple of guys down from the coal district gathered a posse. Try to corner this bird. No one heard from him since.
Oula.
And those guys are miners, Bear. They're as tough as nails.
Who is?
Those guys, Ted.
What kind of information is he after?
Well, here's the funny part, Snoop. I heard he was asking a lot of questions about our beloved Miss here.
Bon, bah jusque-là, ça se
That's
recoupe.
why I'm here. After Doris and the kids left the city, I figured I'd come here and make sure Amber stays safe.
Oh, il a une
Don't
famille.
you be dragging her on one of your ill-advised adventures, Bear.
Are you kidding me? Anyways, why would this guy be going around asking about her? You know anything about this, doll? Anyone whose life you're messing with? Besides mine, I mean. Angry boyfriend, perhaps?
Don't get smart. I never heard of this red guy until tonight. Besides, you're the only man in my life, Bear.
Who's
Oula!
getting smart now? So, what kind of information is this guy after, Rust?
Haven't I told you about this already? He's asking about our little miss here. Is he alright?
What the... Ouais, visiblement
Fine,
les...
he's just sleepy and grumpy and, like, totally not drunk.
Nah, I'm fine. I'm just sleepy and grumpy because she dragged me out in the middle of the night on some wild goose chase.
Nice to see you two are getting along after all these years.
Tout le monde est au courant de l'équipe d'enquêteurs et qui s'était en mauvais termes. On a appris que la ville était
We've heard the city
bouclée.
is in lockdown.
Sure is. It's been like that since the mill exploded. The
Ah, d'accord.
official statement is that there was a gas leak down at the basement level, but we all know better.
Ah, tu parles, si le mec a pris la main sur la... Si le mec a pris la main sur la pègre et qu'ensuite il a commencé à faire péter des trucs, oui. Comment tu t'es échappé? Bah, probablement par le tunnel.
So you think it wasn't an accident? You think someone is trying to cover something up?
I wouldn't go that far, miss. My suspicion is that the officials don't want to make a big deal out of it. Keep the folks at ease.
What about the mill owner, that Dietz fellow? He made any enemies lately? Filed any big insurance claim or something?
Nah, Bear. Mr. Dietz is a straight-up bird. Besides, his son was down at the mill when it happened. Kid got a little earbuzz is all.
Ouf! Oula, oui, c'est pas passé loin.
How'd you escape?
I used the east tunnel maintenance shaft, but the thing was getting close to collapsing. I think they closed it off completely after I got through.
Bon, du coup, personne
So
n'entre
no
ni
one
sort de la
leaves
ville.
or enters the city at this point?
That's what the lockdown implies, Bear. Folks are still escaping, though. I hear some of them got here through the tunnels. Them mugshot boys were the first to flee, and poor old Millie. I hear she got here safe.
Millie's in my room. She's resting.
Bless your kind heart, little miss. I'll stay here in the hallway. Keep an eye out.
Can you do it, Rust? You seem kind of tired.
I ain't no bunny, little miss. Some buster tries to pull a fast one on me, I'll give him a little chin music before I drop a dime on him to the elbows.
What?
He's saying he can do it.
Ok, bon. Flint
Have you
Rusty.
seen Flint, Rusty? Millie told me he might be missing.
I'm sorry, little miss. I'm afraid I haven't seen your brother, but I'm sure he's fine.
C'est vrai que
Flint's a
j'avais
tough
complètement
kid.
oublié Flint.
Besides,
Moi,
no
j'étais
one has
resté
left or entered this room
fixé sur
since
la
I
ville.
got here.
Ah, il faut demander... Bon,
You know
d'accord.
anything about the Yellow King?
Not really. I guess they left the thing wide open, like open to interpretation. I personally didn't think much of it.
D'accord.
Well, we better get cracking. Catch you later, Rust.
Sure thing, Snoop.
Thank you, Rusty. Bye.
Bye, little miss. Don't worry about your brother. I'm sure he's all right.
Oui, on va espérer. Bon. Oula, oula, oh, oh, oh.
There should be a key around here somewhere, unless someone took it. For when you get tired of walking up and down this hallway.
Ouais, donc elle n'était pas planquée entre les coussins. Bon, commençons par le commencement. Il est censé y avoir un tunnel dans l'étude. Voyons voir. Statue d'Anubis. Ok, la personne qui est à ce bureau a du goût. Ah, bah la voilà la clé. Quiconque trouve ce journal, je suis un des développeurs.
I'm one of the developers, for bear with me. I didn't want to do it. They've made me. Please send some. Oh no, I can hear him coming.
What? Voilà, même réaction là. Ok.
Wow, that's just disturbing.
Yep.
Attendez, laissez-moi 2 secondes, le temps de vérifier que le 4e mur s'est pas écroulé sur ma gueule, mais non, ça a l'air d'aller. Bon bah on peut reprendre. Donc un dev est mort et s'est fait traîner hors de la pièce. Bah écoute, apparemment, oui. Apparemment. Il s'est passé des choses hein, pendant le développement, visiblement. Et ceci.
Hey, a flashlight. But there are no batteries inside.
Ah!
There's bound to be some in the house.
We can ask Rusty if he'll give us one of his. I'll take the flashlight.
Ah mais t'inquiète, t'inquiète, j'ai trouvé ce qu'il fallait. Moi.
It's mostly filled with boring paperwork. It's a boring old cabinet filled with
Mais non, je me demandais s'il y avait les autres tiroirs qu'on pouvait ouvrir,
a
mais non.
book titled It's a Wonderful Lie, The Judicial System and How to Exploit It for Profit. So many stupid words. I hate boring books.
Je connais quelqu'un qui a dû le lire ce bouquin.
It looks pretty. The sand, I bet, came from somewhere far away.
That dim-witted boy sells these down at the local market, so the sand probably came from...
Nope, somewhere far away. Maybe some desert.
Sure, the desert.
Ah oui, merde, c'était sur la lampe. My bad, j'avais cru que c'était sur la peinture. Alors...
Wow, that's just...
Yep.
Voyons voir, qu'est-ce qu'on... Quelque chose. Ah bah oui, super, merci, la précision scientifique.
Decorative plaque of some sort? Or an award for wood chopping? I don't really know.
Voyons, les
Only
vases.
for looking,
Regarde
not
ça
for
comme-
touching, according to my mom. It looks expensive.
Ouais, ça doit être pour ça que c'est hors de portée.
My grandpa's books. I know you're not supposed to judge a book by its cover, but these look so boring.
Oui, sauf celui-là qui pour une raison est au
A
singulier.
book titled Objection, Your Honor. The most commonly used phrases in TV courtroom dramas. I'll allow it.
Vous êtes sûr qu'elle a pas été écrite par Phoenix Wright celui-là? Bon, la clé.
There's a small key up there. It looks lonely.
I guess you could say. It's just hanging around.
Ok, oui, bon, ouais, intraduisible comme jeu de mots, mais si vous comprenez l'anglais, bravo, vous l'avez.
A book titled Indoctrination of Roman Dutch Law in the Courts of South Africa.
Oula.
Well, that makes no sense whatsoever.
C'est précis, hein. Et
A
celui-là?
book titled So, You Did It. Life After Confessing. I guess it's not selling so well in death penalty states.
Oh putain, bienvenue aux États-Unis. Globe, boîte à cigares.
So many places to visit. If I had a lot of money, I would spin this and travel to where my finger lands. Hopefully not in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean. Ew, cigars are gross. Of all the places in the world, the flavor country seems least appealing to me. Lex iniusta non est lex? Funny made-up words. Although they have a certain righteous ring to them.
Oui, certes.
Let's take this bad boy for a spin.
Oula, il manque d'huile le globe, hein.
Highly breakable. Believe me, I know. Nothing interesting about it.
Ah ah.
It's
T'en as
Anubis,
pété combien?
protector of the deceased. It's so common you would think people have an almost unnatural fascination with death.
Et est-ce que je peux l'ouvrir, la bouger? On sait jamais, il y a peut-être des médicaments planqués dans la tête. Aïe. Statue déchue. Oui, oui, effectivement.
There's a number written underneath. 107. What does it mean?
10-7's the police code for an unconscious or a dead person.
Sifflote.
I don't
Mais...
make the rules. I sure as hell don't follow them either.
Il y a quelqu'un qui sait de quoi je parle.
I've always loved this painting. It looks familiar in a way. I feel like I've been there before.
Yeah?
Ah
How
bon?
come you're not in it?
Ça a l'air d'être un paysage tout à fait banal par de là où je suis, mais... Trou dans le mur. Oui, enfin, il y a une grosse toile d'araignée juste devant.
This hole leads to Flint's room. It's covered in cobwebs, though. That's so gross. Go in, Ted, and check it out. I'll wait for you here.
Sorry, doll. As much as crawling through spider-infested holes sounds appealing to me, I have to pass. See, spiders tend to nest in my fur, and then I have to take a bath and go through this whole fumigation process. It's a mess.
Tu m'étonnes. Bon, alors, qu'est-ce que j'ai? Langue-top. Ah bah oui, voilà.
This won't work. It usually takes 2 or more of these.
Bon. Plante aux feuilles pointues, je peux
It's
prendre.
growing from the sand.
Aren't you perceptive, doll? You should have been a detective.
And you should have been a 10-year-old girl, because you throw like one.
Ouf.
We'll have to find another way.
Ouais, bah tiens. Bon. Donc, il faut que je trouve un moyen de récupérer la clé et un moyen...
What the hell? What was that?
I don't know, Ted.
Bonne question.
Lights, tricks,
Yeah, I guess. I'm getting too old for this.
thing. This thing.
Yeah, sounds right.
Not really.
Ok, il s'est passé des choses. Bon, je disais quoi? Oui, il faut que je trouve une pile pour la lampe, un moyen d'enlever les toiles d'araignée du trou et un moyen d'atteindre la clé. Ça promet. Millie, à tout hasard, t'aurais pas vu... T'aurais pas vu une pile? Ted? Ted, qu'est-ce que tu fais, Ted?
Oh, so nice to see you two working together again. True friendship is never...
Okay, forget it. I'm going back to the office.
Mr. Bear, I know you wouldn't let little Miss wander around alone. Now, would you?
Why? Is your exaggeration after her?
Listen here, Mr. Bear. Little Miss needs your help. Her brother is missing. Now you clean yourself up, get your head straight, and help her out, or else.
Yeah, that's right, Mr. Bear.
Sure, gang up on me. Anyways, we should get going. I don't have all night.
Well, bon, du coup...
Yes, yes,
Oui, des tiroirs.
yes.
Ça ne répond pas à ma question. Où est-ce que je trouve la deuxième pile? L'horloge ne marche pas, donc j'imagine qu'elle ne fonctionne pas avec une pile, justement.
The tools I use to... It produces particles.
Ah, la radio. Il y a peut-être des piles dans la radio, on sait jamais. Oula.
It says Gaga on it. Or is it Goo Goo?
Je sais pas, demande à la reine.
Come on.
Ah oui, c'est vrai, elle avait dit que Rusty, il en avait une de pile, mais ça va pas le mettre en veille? Ça va pas l'éteindre?
Rust, we need a big favor.
What's this about, Bear?
Rusty, we need a battery for our flashlight. We thought you could help us out.
Sure, I got batteries, but here's the problem, miss. If I give you a battery, I gotta shut down for the rest of the night, and I have to keep an eye out.
Juste une.
Can't you give us just one battery, Rusty? You'll still have a couple of them left, right?
Here's the thing, little miss. It's a closed circuit.
Ah
She
tiens.
knows. She's just playing on your soft side, Rust. We could take some of that edge off, Rust. Why don't you rest your eyes for a bit and let me and the doll here take over?
You? No offense, Bear. I respect you as much as anyone in Paper City, but this here is different. I don't think you could handle this red guy on your own. You should take care of Miss and Millie and leave the patrol to me.
Are you saying I'm not qualified for watch duty? We have to wrap this thing up, fast. There's a bottle of carrot juice in my desk that's long.
Je l'avais dit que c'était du jus de carotte!
Keep an eye out for anyone suspicious in the meantime. Besides, you know I'm more than qualified. That nasty business from a couple of years ago, with them robots going missing. I was the one that brought that whole shady affair down, and you know it.
Are you trying to play me, Bear? I know you had nothing to do with that. That thing went so high up, there's no chance in hell Snoop like you even got close to wrapping it up.
Oula, c'est quoi
You
cette
seem to have blown
histoire?
a fuse there, Rust. It was me who cracked that case, and I can prove it. I have the case file and the credentials, handed to me by the commissioner in my office somewhere.
Okay, settle down there, Bear. Let's make a deal. You show me the credentials, and I'll hand over the battery. It's not that I don't believe you. I just want to make sure you're not playing me is all.
Ha. Ok, donc il faut que je lui ramène mes
Ted
références.
and Amber, move away.
Oh my god, Ted, you're not supposed to read the brackets. A do-over?
Keep it rolling! This gets my office, doll. There's an old file I have to find.
What's this whole deal about anyways? Why can't he just give us a battery? We can keep an eye out.
Rust is having a hard time coping with what happened. He worked in that mill for over 20 years, and now suddenly he's got nothing to do. Let's just do this to humor him.
Poor Rust. Okay, you're right. Let's find that file.
I think by the time this is over, we're going to meet a lot of people in his position.
Huh. Bon, le dossier. Même dans les jeux vidéo, on vous demande de faire de la paperasse.
Somewhere. Nasty business from a couple of years ago. The robot union hired me to look into several cases of robot kidnappings.
I remember. That CEO of Illuminarium, Skinner, used robot parts to manufacture headlights at low prices.
Yep, I brought down that whole shady deal. Almost got shot in the process.
C'est un jeu
Rust
français?
finds
Non,
me
non, c'est pas un jeu
unqualified to
français.
look
En
at
tout cas,
me.
pas que je
Probably
sache.
thinks I'm a burnout.
You're not a burnout, Ted.
Ça expliquerait le trauma
you were more
paperasse.
driven
C'est vrai.
before, but I
Ça serait une
understand you have
raison.
a lot on your mind lately. Anyways, I'm really glad you're with me on this one.
Sure thing, doll. What am I going to say no to you?
Thanks, Ted.
Don't mention it, partner.
Ah, partenaire. Ah, je ne suis plus ton assistante. Ah, fais gaffe, tu te radoucis, mon grand. Bon.
It serves as a support for his heavy head when he passes out.
Ouais. Bon, accessoirement, oui, l'affaire avec les robots, c'était, ça avait l'air assez vénère.
There, is this it?
Yep, that's the one. Let's head back to that hothead robot.
Alors. Bon, par contre, Rusty, j'espère qu'il pourra vite retrouver sa femme et ses gosses parce que il a l'air d'être un bon gars. Référence. Et ben voilà.
There you go, buddy. Signed and authorized by Commissioner Locke himself. Anyways, we really need that battery now, Rust. Time's a factor here.
So it was you. I'll be damned. That was a big deal for us robots, you know? I always held you in high regard, Bear. But you just earned my utmost admiration, let me tell you. You can have my battery. I can use a little shut-eye, to be honest. Keep an eye out, and keep little Miss here safe. Oh, and check on Millie from time to time. Make sure she's all right.
Thanks, Rust. We won't let you down.
Thank you so much, Rusty. Get some sleep. We'll wake you up in the morning.
Oh, et il dort. Bon.
Rust.
Allô. Rompchit, oui. Oui, non, j'essaye de trouver. Attends, comment est-ce que je fais? Ah d'accord, je l'ai direct. Ok, c'est pour ça qu'il est en train de dormir. Ok.
Hey, I got it working.
Super. Bon. Oh, nice. Alors, attends, qu'est-ce que je cherchais moi déjà? Ah oui, de quoi virer les toiles d'araignée. Ah bah.
Used by oh so many French maids.
Amber, va vraiment falloir qu'on discute de ce que tu regardes.
blaster may come in handy. I'll take it with me just in case.
Alors c'est pas un torchon, c'est un plumeau, mais ok, je peux comprendre l'erreur de trad.
You
Baignoire.
should really know what this is by now, buddy.
It's where I take long showers and contemplate life. Also, I sing. It's full of bathroom stuff. It's just one of the many cabinets around the house. Nothing interesting about it, really.
Ouais. Par contre, les peintures accrochées dans la salle de bain avec l'humidité de la pièce, je suis pas sûr.
Classic TP, found in most bathrooms. What's there left to say that hasn't been published in Science Weekly already? Am I right?
Hein?
Where's the money, Lebowski?
T'as vu ce film à ton âge? Bon.
Every time I look at it, I see a beautiful princess. She's bound to live a long and happy life in a castle somewhere in France and have lots of ponies.
Tu sais que la royauté et la France, comment dire? Yep, no, j'ai 2 mots à dire à ses parents, à la petite. Oui, hein? Oui. Est-ce qu'ils sont encore vivants, les parents, seulement? Parce que pour laisser passer autant de trucs...
Mirror on the wall. Who will be a beautiful princess who's bound to live a long and happy life in a castle somewhere in France and have lots of ponies?
You are Amber? Like for Toad?
I knew it.
Did that thing just talk?
I don't know. Did it?
Yeah. Le miroir qui cause avec des googly eyes et une moustache. Ok, aucune question.
It's full of uninteresting stuff.
Et le lavabo.
Used for not washing your face, because water is gross in the morning.
Well, oui, je pourrais regarder tous les tableaux, mais bon... Ah!
What's happening? What is this? Doll, you seeing this?
I don't know, Ted. What was that?
It's fine. It's nothing, probably. It's the
Ah bah oui, oui, c'est rien, oui.
Tricks on us. Let's go.
Vous avez tous les deux vu le même truc, mais c'est rien. Genre le sol qui est devenu un globe oculaire géant, le message menaçant sur le mur et tout ça, c'est rien, oui, 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 c'est rien, t'as raison, oui, 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 oui. Or, oui, tiens, c'est vrai, le code 107, je l'ai toujours pas utilisé. Bon. En même temps, j'ai vu nulle part où rentrer un code.
There, I cleaned it up. Go crawl through.
Why don't you crawl through?
Obviously, I can't fit. Otherwise, I would totally do it.
Sure you would.
Bah oui, elle le ferait, elle l'a déjà fait de toute façon. Les yeux. Ah!
The case was spinning
Cinématique.
out of control so fast I had to hold onto my hat. Nothing made sense, and it was
T'as
getting
pas
more
de chapeau.
twisted by the minute. We've come across an old buddy of mine who has suddenly found himself out of purpose and place. The steel mill, where Rust worked for years, got blown to bits. Hundreds of hard-working, honest people lost their jobs overnight. The police are writing it off as an accident. Coincidentally, there were a lot of accidents this past week. The whole damn city was burning up and no one was doing anything about it.
Ouais.
Wrong time to get out of that dump. According to Rust and Millie, one man is responsible for all this mayhem. In 1 week, he's become a synonym for fear throughout the city, and police and thugs alike are shuddering at the mention of his name. They call him the Red Man. I have a strong feeling in my gut. It's all somehow connected. My retirement, the fires, and the official cover-up. What happened to Flint, the Red Man? It's all leading to her. I feel she is the key to all of this. The last piece of the puzzle I have to solve. Does she know more than she's led me to believe? Or have I let my suspicions get the better of me? It's hard for me to admit this. It's also downright stupid. But I've let myself trust her over the years we've worked together. And I have to trust her now. Sooner or later, we'll find ourselves back in that hellhole of a city.
Ah, ça va être dur comme enquête, hein.
This bond I have with her will be the only thread I'll have to hold on to when things go from bad to worse. In Paper City, all bets are off, but the stakes were never as high as now.
Blablabla. Les frères Mugshot. Ok. J'adore leur gueule. Oh, ils ont une trop bonne tête. Ils sont beaucoup trop bien. Ok, bon. Des lapinous. Oui, les frères Mugshot sont des lapinous. Oui, des lapinous mafieux.
Reserved for douching out at college.
Vêtements.
Just pants, neatly folded and thrown over the closet. I should tear them in case I need to make a rope to climb down the window.
Tu pourras pas accéder à la fenêtre. Épée de niveau 6. Ah ouais.
A level 6 sword. It has higher damage than my gun. I'm more of a range guy myself. Maybe I can sell it at a shop.
Ouais, mais file-la à Amber.
I'll just sell this sword and buy some revives for later.
Certes. Bon. Placard.
Storage space reserved for various miscellanea.
Y a pas un bureau dans celui-là non plus?
Empty box. Just think of the possibilities.
D'accord. Quelque chose, corde, livre, papier divers, sac de bonbons, verre. Putain, y a tellement de trucs à examiner. Grande boîte. Ok.
The size of this box is only matched by its inability to comprehend reality.
Hein?
Look at that lamp, lamping around like there's no tomorrow. You go, lamp.
Qu'est-ce qui s'est passé quand ils ont écrit ces dialogues? Bon, petit cabinet,
The
voyons voir.
dictionary defines a cabinet as a body of high-ranking state officials, typically consisting of the top leaders of the executive branch, usually called ministers. There you go. That's what this is, only small.
J'ai tellement de questions. Bon, bref, les frères Mugshot.
Lowlifes. I guess they are so used to police interrogations. Standing in front of bright lights is where they feel most at home.
Ça en serait presque triste. Bon.
I had a feeling I'd find you two lurking around. How is it that whenever something fishy goes down, you two are peeking around the corner?
Save your monologues for the shower, Snoop. We didn't do it.
And what exactly didn't you do?
Whatever you're implying we did or didn't do.
So you did it.
It depends.
Depends on what.
If we did whatever you're hinting that we did, or for that matter didn't do, and if the answer might incriminate us to a certain degree, then as a fact, I can state that we didn't do it. See? But if not doing it, whatever it is you're implying we did or didn't do would put us in the same position as in the previous statement, considering it was true, then we certainly did do it.
This is going nowhere.
Oui, non, effectivement, nulle part.
Career as a lawyer, although the two aren't mutually exclusive.
Yeah? Well, if you weren't a Snoop, you could have had a career as a drunk, although the two aren't mutually exclusive, see?
Don't act smart with me.
I like this bunny. Oui,
I'll
il est
take you
beaucoup trop bien.
downtown faster than you can say I'm guilty. Now start spilling the beans, or this friendly get-together might turn out ugly for you too.
Les doublages de ce jeu sont vraiment très très quali. Bon, où est Flint? Tu as entendu parler de l'homme rouge? Pourquoi t'es là? Pourquoi vous faites... Bah pourquoi t'es là? Bah parce que vous avez fui la ville, c'est... Bon, où est
Where's
Flint?
Flint Ashworth?
Beats me. He wasn't here when we arrived. Is he missing?
Ok, j'ai ces 2 billets, je lance un quartet de coiffeur.
No, I'm just asking because I started a barbershop quartet, and I need a strong baritone, but also someone that can take the lead if necessary.
For these types of situations, you need someone that has a wider range.
Shut up, John. He's just pulling your leg.
So you're saying you had
John,
nothing to do
John.
with his disappearance?
Aw.
Who do you take us for, Snoop? We ain't no kidnappers. The kid probably went to see his friends or something, see? Besides, he's a tough kid. I'm sure he's fine.
Sure, because kidnapping is way over the line for you two. It's one of the few things missing from your MO. Maybe you thought you should step up the game. Who put you up to it?
Whoa, as I said, we ain't no kidnappers, see? We may have our differences, you and I, but you know we would never go as far.
All right, you're off the hook, for now.
J'ai une vibe Astérix et Obélix avec les 2 lapins, mais... du côté opposé de la loi.
You two lowlifes heard anything about the Red Man?
We might have heard something. My memory's a bit fuzzy these days, see?
Oh. Je pourrais y aller mollo avec vous. Le roi du récif. Comment ça, le roi du récif?
Tell me what you know, and the next time the Reef King asks me about you two, I'll forget about your whereabouts.
We've sorted it out with the sharks, Snoop. We started a nice little enterprise with them. See, me and John here have a way with the tourists. The
Yep,
deal is
I
to
like
take
them.
on a
Oui,
nice
moi aussi.
little tour
Beaucoup.
around our beautiful city that ends in his gambling house.
Uh-oh.
There are numerous attractive locations scattered throughout the city, but sometimes you just have to go that extra mile if you want to experience it the way the locals do. For instance, there's a lovely little deli store just off of Peril Street, halfway down to the harbor.
Oh, j'aime pas la direction que ça
Madeleines
prend.
are to die for. Just pick a spot on their beautiful terrace and enjoy a good book or a romantic evening with that special someone.
Yeah, see? That's right, John.
Huh. I bet whatever they keep in their wallets, by the end of the day, the shark sends his goons to clean them out when they leave. Am I right?
Well, yeah, but that's just his style, see?
I bet it is.
Ok, bon.
So,
Pourquoi vous êtes
why
là?
are you here exactly?
That's none of your business, Snope.
Listen here, you lowlife. I know you operate on the west side these days. I've seen you down with your face in the mud coming out from those 24-hour carrot bars near the harbor. I know you've seen things. You two better start being useful, or else.
Oi, Copernicus, how about you take a long walk down the shore pier, see? We ain't seen nothing. We're just a couple of them hard-working individuals, see? We know our rights. We pay them taxes and such. What's a snoop like you
Ah
even
bon?
gonna do?
Comment ça, vous
You ain't
payez
a
vos
cop,
impôts?
see?
You got that right, pal. I ain't a cop. That just means I can throw a couple of knuckle sandwiches your way before I take you two lowlifes in. Not that anyone would care. I can just say I found you that way, or that the Reef King got to you before I did.
Maybe it's time you leave two exemplary citizens like us alone and find yourself someone else you can bother, see? I hear that crazy old coot's been chasing seagulls down at the harbor lately. Maybe he can help
Angry
you, see?
turnip noise.
CBD.
Taxes!
Haven't seen him in a while. You're saying he knows something.
It's worth a shot, ain't it? It's not like you're getting anywhere with
Jouer à
us.
Turnip
It's
Boy
just
comme
that
it's
getting
tax
the
evasion,
information out
c'est
of
un
him
excellent
might prove
jeu.
to be quite a task, see?
Don't worry about that. Me and him go back a long way. He'll talk to me.
Ok, et enfin,
Why'd you escape the
pourquoi?
city?
Who says we escaped?
Bah,
Me and
Lily.
John just came to enjoy ourselves out in the country, see? We might take up fishing or hiking. Yeah, those types of things.
En restant devant
That's
un
just
projo?
great news, Jimmy. I love it here. It's so relaxing.
Sure. And your escape had nothing to do with the recent activities regarding the Red Man?
What red man? Also, Snoop, Native American is the proper nomenclature, I do believe.
You know who I'm
Oh,
talking
putain!
to, so stop playing dumb. Not you, big guy. I know you can't help it.
Help what? What are we talking about?
Forget it. I just
Okay.
don't get why you would protect someone that made you flee the city in the middle of the night.
Hold on there, Snoop. We're not protecting anyone. It's just that this guy, he's not your average sap, see?
Ah,
Remember,
ça
he's
y
getting
est.
better, eh?
Hey, we want to see this all sorted out as much as anyone. With all the folks leaving the city, it's bad for business.
Sure. I can only imagine. What do you know about him?
Not much, and the things we heard are mostly just stories. He's setting fires and whatnot down in the city. Wants to see it all burn. See? No one will stop this guy, Snoop. Not even you.
He's the reckoning this city was due for. He won't stop until everything is dust, and we lie forgotten in the sands of time.
John?
What the hell are you talking about, John? Don't listen to him. He had a rough night.
Si,
Well,
si, on va
you
l'écouter,
two
on va
are useful
l'écouter.
always. I have to go. When I come back, I hope, for your sake, nothing will be missing.
Besides the kid, you mean?
You trying to be funny, or you got the sudden urge to confess?
The first one, yeah. See you later, Snoop.
You better believe it. One more thing. You didn't find a key by any chance lying around the house.
Oh, yeah, we did. It was just lying on the floor.
That's what
Ah,
I thought. How about you hand it over to me? I'll keep it safe for you guys.
Sure thing, there you go. Now don't go telling people we never helped you. It's like we're partners now, see?
Sure.
alors, bon, qu'est-ce que j'ai récupéré du coup? Clé de la chambre des parents. Ah, bah voilà! Bon, par contre, c'est quoi ça?
Well, this thing really stands out.
Ouais, plutôt, hein? Il y a un peu un côté Sin
We'll have to
City
find
avec
another
tout
way.
le. Trouver un autre moyen. Merde, il y a un peu un côté Sin City avec tout en. Tout en noir et blanc, mais l'accent de couleur.
No.
Non, je peux pas l'utiliser comme une perche. Et là, le manche?
No.
Non plus. Bon, bah d'accord, j'ai compris.
Hard shell on the outside, sweet on the inside. Metaphors never end with you guys, huh?
Il est conscient.
It looks like a match in a small metal container. Is it? Did I get it right?
Ok. Corde.
Just some rope. I bet someone would find this extremely useful. Not me, though.
Dommage. Et sur les papiers, il n'y a rien de dessiné.
Sheets of paper spread
Ah, c'est
across the
vierge.
table
Bon, d'accord.
surface. What future awaits those sheets of paper? Will they ever become a book?
On verra. Bon. Allez. Retour à l'étude. Amber, tu vas rire. J'ai trouvé cette clé totalement par hasard.
Those two clowns are in there, not being useful as always.
Did you ask them about Flint?
I did. They didn't know anything. I think they're just hiding from someone.
The red man?
That's my best bet, but who knows with those two?
So Flint's not in there?
No.
What should we do, Ted? We have to find him.
Well, we're not going to find him standing here. We should check other rooms. Maybe he's hiding somewhere. Mugshots gave me this key to your parents' room that they, totally just found lying on the floor.
We should start there then.
Such forward ideas. You're going to be a fine detective one day.
Thanks, Bear. You too.
Ouch. Bon. La chambre. Please, la chambre. Bon, par contre, ils sont où les parents là dans cette
It's
histoire?
unlocked. Hope I don't get into trouble over this.
Ouh. Et B. Chambre dark room. Où on fait du développement photo. Grande
I
plan.
feel like these should grow in a pond. I could be wrong.
Un type étrange.
Thinking of some guy. Let's name him. Jeffrey. What do you think, Ted?
I don't, but he does look like a Jeffrey.
Jeffrey Creepy Face. His eyes would follow us around the room, if he had any.
Comment ça, s'il en avait? Ses orbites sont pas vides, non? Si?
A chandelier. It's French for fancy lamp.
Ouch. You tried.
Some weird plant is sticking out of it.
Ah bon?
This thing is so dusty. It's like a... It looks like the thing, whatever.
Ah. Les lignes de dialogue commencent à
Not allowed to
s'épuiser.
use lipstick till I'm a bit older, according to my mom.
Squints à la gamine.
Highly
Oui, un peu,
inedible,
hein.
though.
La fenêtre, non. Le lit.
Mom and Dad's bed, or the inside trampoline, as I like to call it.
J'espère que les ressorts
This
tiennent
lamp
bien.
is pretty. So tall and lean and lacy on top. It's like a supermodel lamp.
Bon. Appareil photo.
It's one of my dad's cameras. It probably fell down by accident.
Ah bon, il est pété?
I'll take this film strip with me. Maybe I can develop it later.
Oh.
Where else to put them but underneath the bed where you sleep? Men, am I right? It's
Un
plastic
pour
wrap for your clothes,
plastique, pour les
for
vêtements.
some reason. It's my parents' closet, also known as a cliched hiding spot when playing hide and seek.
Certes. Bon, voyons voir. La chambre sombre. La dark room. Alors... Flacon de science. La science, Marty. Bon. Book. Oula, où il y a des mots qui ont été oubliés de... Il y a des mots qui ont été oubliés pour la traduction, là.
A book titled Developing for Dummies. I guess developers are dummies. This book is a good investment.
Et comment insulter toute une profession en une phrase? Bon, pellicule photo.
An undeveloped roll of film. Not much else to say.
Ouais. Un coffre-fort.
It's a combination lock safe.
Ah!
1, 2, 3, 4, 5? Maybe it's 0, 0, 0, 0. Or 74? 1, 0...
Are you kidding me with this?
Okay, you're right, I give up.
Oui, oui. Allez, on y retourne. Alors. Voilà.
There we go. It was the number from the statue. Not a police code for anything, Mr. I don't follow no rules. Hey, these are the liquids for developing pictures. I'll take them with me.
Ah, ça tombe bien, mais du coup, c'est quoi ces produits qui étaient en dessous, là?
Nothing interesting about this.
Ah bon? Bon, d'accord. Ruban adhésif, du coup. Je sais pas à quoi ça va me servir, mais ça va me servir.
I'll take this tape with me. I can use it to tape Ted to a flagpole.
Oula, oui, alors non. Agrandisseur de film, matériel de développement, image latente, image latente.
It's an empty image filled with, some silver dust.
Ah oui,
You put it in
d'accord,
the
c'est
machine
du-
over there, and then some other stuff. Then you get photos of my school recital.
Ok,
Used to pinch things. It's just a tap.
Robinet, très bien, la
It has
mesure.
measuring units on the side. Not that I would know anything about that. I'm 10 after all.
T'as 10 ans! T'as 10 ans et t'as déjà vu tant... Ok, bon, là, les parents, c'est hopeless.
If I had a sharp piece of bamboo and some sugar water, I could lure fireflies inside and use them as a makeshift lamp. Ingenious!
You know your house has electricity.
Ok. Bon, bouteille de développement. Voyons voir. Là, en théorie, c'est comme ça.
There. We just need the empty photo thingy to put it in. We can get it from that machine over there.
You know
Ouais.
how to use that thing.
Not yet, but I was voted most likely to figure stuff out in my school once.
Oui, et puis bon, on a l'avantage d'être dans un point and click, donc en théorie, ça va pas me bloquer sur quoi que ce soit. Agrandisseur de film, très bien. Là. Voilà. Heureusement qu'on a déjà fait ça dans d'autres jeux, ça aide. Vas-y, allume-moi ça. On est bon? On est bon.
There. Is it over? Is that it?
Looks the same to me.
Some detective you are. Obviously something happened. We need to use the developing liquids now, and then we get the photo.
Ne laissez jamais accès à une pièce comme ça à des gosses. Alors, par contre, moi qui me demandais ce qu'elle montrait cette photo, je suis servi.
Oh my god, Ted. That's him. That's the red man. He's in my house.
Okay, calm down. That could be anyone.
Oh, no, it's him. He's in my house and he did something to Flint. I have to find Mom and Dad.
Wait, don't be so rash. There's probably an explanation for this. Don't get your parents involved, doll. They're having a hard time.
Ils sont où les parents de toute
This could be
façon?
just a prank is all I'm saying. We should get back to Million.
Yeah, you're right. We have to wait, though. The room is locked by a mechanism connected to that machine over there, and it will unlock in a couple of minutes. My dad made it like this so no one would barge in and light up the room when he's developing photos.
Alright, so we wait. So, how have you been lately?
C'était pas quelqu'un qui toquait, ça? J'aurais cru. Ouh. Ok. Et... Ok, d'accord. Mais c'est qu'il est grand, le monsieur! Asti. Attendez, 2 secondes. Observer. Non, j'ai rien à dire. Il a rien à dire. Ok, bon, bah très bien. Me regarde pas droit dans les yeux comme ça, c'est malaisant. Chambre de Flint, salle de bain. Bon bah visiblement non. Bon bah chambre d'Amber. Hein. Et bien sûr. Ah. Bah oui mais non. Je vais pas attaquer Millie quand même. Ok. Donc on avait le choix. Ok, très bien. Ouf. Bah quoi? Qu'est-ce qu'il y a? Quelque chose de... Quelque chose qui vous laisse dubitatif, mon cher? Millie! Millie, qu'est-ce qui se passe?
Millie, are you okay? We heard a scream.
Oh, thank goodness you're here. It was him, the red man. You just missed him.
We found a photo. He's in my house, Millie.
You just missed him. He must have heard you two coming, 'cause he jumped out the window seconds before you came in. I can't imagine what would have happened if you hadn't shown up.
It's okay, Millie. We're here now.
Moi je
You're
sais.
safe.
We should get moving. Is there any entrance to the city we can use at the moment?
There's one in the attic. Maybe we can use that one.
Yeah, good idea. Let's head out.
What about Millie? Are we gonna leave her alone? What if the red man shows up?
She'll be fine. Millie's a tough broad. She'll probably whack the hell out of him until he's had enough and surrenders to local authority.
Millie, are you gonna be fine on your own?
Don't worry about me, little miss. I'll go and find some place to hide. You two better
Oui,
be
ça sera plus
careful
prudent,
out
oui.
there.
Oui, parce que je me je vous ai dit que j'avais déjà joué au chapitre 1. J'y avais joué 2 fois. La première fois, l'homme rouge s'était enfui par la fenêtre. La deuxième fois, par curiosité, j'avais fait l'autre choix. Et quand il attaque Millie et que t'as Amber et Teddy qui reviennent dans la pièce, vous avez une peluche de girafe qui gît ici, complètement éventrée. Une vraie peluche, hein, pas avec cette apparence-là, mais une vraie peluche de girafe. Mais du coup, t'as littéralement Amber et Ted qui trouvent un cadavre et qui sont complètement dévastés. Voilà. Donc, heureusement qu'on a le choix. Non. Si. Yeah.
It's a small nail. It must have fallen from the window.
Ouais. Mais bon, là, dans cette timeline, elle va bien, elle est vivante et elle va se planquer.
Uses
Tout va bien.
for it are practically endless.
Oh. Ok. Alors, maintenant il s'agit d'atteindre le grenier. Comment est-ce que je fais ça, moi?
A door that leads to the attic. No, really, that's all there is to it.
Un clou. Je ne peux pas forcer le... Photo développée. C'est tellement un selfie pris à l'arrache. Bon. Le clou... Je ne peux pas forcer la porte, non? Si! Ah! Super!
You just unlocked something with an old rusty nail? How convenient is that? That's just lazy writing.
Don't be such a negative Nancy, Snoop. Of course it worked. My genius knows no bounds.
On en est à combien de pulvérisation du 4e mur, là? 3 ou 4? Bon.
Yay, I got the hook thingy. I bet this will be super useful, like really soon.
Ouais, c'est sûr que si t'accroches le poids ici, ça pourra aider, mais faut l'y envoyer, quoi. J'ai arrêté de compter. Ouais, hein, c'est plus prudent.
Come on.
Non.
This won't work. It usually takes 2 or more of these.
Hein?
Do what with it?
Alors attends, qu'est-ce que j'ai là? Couteau, loupe, lampe torche, plumeau, crochet, photo, ruban, épée. D'accord. Attends, si je te dis ça, est-ce que tu me dis ce qui te manque?
Do what with it?
Non, elle ne me dit pas ce qui manque.
I don't think so.
Non plus. Bon, alors, Teddy.
We should get back to Millie.
Mais on en vient.
We should get back to Millie.
Mais il est certes... Bon. Allez, c'est bien pour te faire plaisir. Hein. Ah, quoique, attends. La clé. Est-ce que avec l'épée, je peux la décrocher?
I can't use that.
Non. Well. Ça?
I don't think...
Non. Bon. D'accord. Voyons voir. Millie, est-ce que le conseil de Ted était utile? Millie!
Be careful, you two.
Le conseil de Ted était inutile, Millie! Merci, Millie! Merci, Ted! Bon. Bon, retournons voir les lapins. Je sais pas, ils ont peut-être quelque chose. Allez, Ted, rends-toi utile, s'il te plaît. Bien.
No.
Non. Si je les menace avec une épée?
No.
Non. Non. Bon. Keep out. Coussin.
I don't like pillows. I'm far too rugged for such comfort.
Mais oui.
Well, we'll have to find another way.
Avec ça?
No.
Non. Non. Bon. Bah attends, je vais essayer de montrer la photo à Millie, on sait jamais, ça va peut-être débloquer quelque chose. J'ai des doutes, hein, mais ça se tente, ça se tente.
Are you even trying?
Non mais ça va, oh. Bon, déjà, sauvegarder. Ouais.
Look out for anything out of place, doll.
Ah bon? Il y a quelque chose qui aurait été bougé ici?
Nothing interesting about them. Well, one of them has a PhD in clinical virology, so I guess that's something.
Ah oui, t'as des coussins intéressants, dis-moi. Bon. Hop. Rien de couleur, livre de biologie. Le dernier repas. Le dernier repas, comment ça?
Cornflakes. They've gotten cold and mushy and gross.
Ok, j'avais loupé ça, visiblement.
Since I'm paying for the view, I might as well enjoy it.
Ah, d'accord.
I'll take it with me. With some proper crafting, it can be used to access things out of my reach.
Ok, bon. Ça y est.
This won't hold on its own.
Oui, non mais laisse-moi 2 secondes, s'il te plaît.
There. Now I can have higher aspirations.
Voilà. Ok, c'était pas Millie qu'il fallait voir, c'était la piole. Le crochet du grenier! Eh bien, c'est même dans le nom, quoi. La taille collait pas du tout, mais... Oh, well.
All escaped through the east tunnel. It's closed off now. We've heard from several sources now that the police commissioner had ordered a lockdown. I was starting to wonder, was it to keep everyone at bay till they catch the person responsible? Or was it to maybe keep someone out? It's too big of a coincidence that all of this started to happen at the same time I left the city, and now I find myself unable to return. I've come across the Mugshot brothers, but as expected, they were uncooperative. Wise guys. Reasoning with them is a fruitless effort.
Oh, ils t'ont quand même filé une info. Ils t'ont filé la clé aussi.
They seem nervous. I mean, more than usual. We found some clues around the house that could help us find Flint, but so far, everything is leading nowhere. I've examined the evidence myself, but can't connect the dots yet. It seems appropriate that the last case in my career would be like this. Everyone knows the story. The detective only has a couple of days till retirement, but then the lady in distress shows up and begs him to help her out. He decides,
Au moins t'es conscient du trope, c'est bien.
One last thing, but the case proves to be his hardest yet. Somewhere down the line, the detective gets shot. Fade to black. We had a run-in with the main suspect, the man in the red hood. He gave Millie quite a scare. Who knows what would have happened if we had gotten there just a little late. It was getting more obvious now. He's the one responsible for Flint's disappearance. We had to table all of our options, and we decided to go back to Paper City. I have an informant there that could know some things, and that's our best bet at the moment. Red, it seems, wants to get to Amber, so I figured I'd draw him out. Best place to do that is the city. I need to level the field, coordinate with the police, and to set a trap. After we get him cornered, I'll make him talk, and we'll find out what happened to Flint. Let's just hope it's not too late.
C'était un plan très très cool. Oui, j'ai des goûts simples. La silhouette du grand méchant en fond de la ville, ça marche toujours pour moi. Bon, limite de la ville, stop à Brian. On a un chien policier. Pendant ce temps, le frère enfermé dans un placard comme un gigot. J'aime pas ce jeu. Ah ouais, oh ça serait beau. Pour l'instant, mon pari est sur le frère, c'est le roi rouge, mais si jamais il est enfermé dans un placard en train d'attendre la suite, ça c'est goldé.
Are you hungry, horsey? Ted, do we have a wooden carrot for him?
Non, mais on a du jus de carotte dans son bureau. Alors, Brian.
Poor thing, I bet he feels so alone up here.
Oui, il y a des chances, mais il est cute.
Good evening, officer.
Oh my god, Miss Ashworth. Is that really you? I must say, I've only seen you in the papers, but you're in person.
Stop, you're going to make me blush. Oops, too late. No, but seriously, officer.
Burke, Miss Ashworth, but you can call me Brian.
Okay, Brian, we need to enter the city. You see, we're working on this case and we need to find a friend of ours. He might know some things.
I'm terribly sorry, Miss Ashworth. I'm afraid no one is allowed to enter the city at this point. Not even a beloved and well-known celebrity such as yourself. I'm so sorry.
Uh-huh.
Well...
So sorry.
That's okay.
So sorry.
Mais non, mais on
Aren't you a
sait.
bit young to be a policeman?
Police officer, actually. I'm fresh out of the academy, but I'm planning to make detective in a couple of years.
Well, that's ambitious.
Is that a fake mustache?
No.
Please. Please.
It is. It just fell on the floor.
Well, this is embarrassing. I'm sorry.
Et faut
Everyone
noter
at the
que son
station
icône
has a
de dialogue a
mustache these
changé
days,
en
and I just
fonction.
can't seem to grow one myself. My fiance even makes fun of me sometimes.
Well, I think you look just dashing without a mustache. It makes you look younger.
Thank you kindly, miss.
That's a tough deal, kid. You'll have a hard time becoming a detective if you don't have a mustache.
But you don't have one, Mr. Bear.
I'm a private snoop, Jimmy. I don't need to fit in. I walk my beat alone.
Oh my god.
Ouais, alors, dans l'ordre, Ted, tu te la pètes un peu. Si la moustache est nécessaire pour passer enquêteur et que tu prévois d'être enquêteur dans quelques années, t'as le temps d'en faire pousser une. Et enfin, si ta fiancée se fout de ta gueule parce que t'en as pas, c'est une connasse. Tu mérites mieux. Bon.
Stevie, do you know anything about the Red Man?
I'm sorry, Mr. Bear. I really can't discuss such matters. I will tell you one thing, though. The word on the street is that the suspect, codename Red, is asking a lot of questions about Miss Ashworth.
Merde, si même les
What
flics sont au courant.
What's so interesting about Amber, anyways?
Hey.
Don't worry, Miss Ashworth. You're the most interesting person I know. If I was a crazy lunatic with an agenda, I'd stalk you too.
Aw, that's so cute.
Oh no, now I'm blushing.
I just have to interrupt whatever this is. Jerry, what kind of information is Red after?
It's Brian, sir, and I'm afraid I don't really know much about the subject. Only what I hear from the fellow police officers here and there. Besides, I'm not in a position...
To discuss such matters, yeah, I know.
Ok.
Can't you make an exception to let us pass? Just this once.
Mr. Bear, as much as I admire both you and Miss Amber, seriously, I'm a huge fan, but orders are still orders. Things are getting really bad down in the city. If anything were to happen to Miss Amber, I could never forgive myself.
Hey, who ordered this lockdown?
The state officials. Mayor Mills himself signed the decree. I'm afraid without the mayor's signature, no one is allowed to enter or leave the city at the moment. And it's Brian, sir.
And how come the city is on lockdown anyways?
I'm afraid I'm not in a position to discuss such matters, Mr. Bear. Terribly sorry.
You haven't seen Flint Ashworth by any chance?
Miss Ashworth's brother?
That's right. Have you seen him?
I'm sorry, Mr. Bear. I'm confused.
That's understandable, son. You're a Paper City police officer. Never mind that now.
Bon, alors, comment on
So,
fait pour
what is it we
entrer?
need to do in order to enter the city?
Well, I suppose you would have to get clearance, signed by Mayor Mills himself.
Eh, mais si on
He'll
peut pas
just
entrer?
sign this clearance, no questions asked.
Normally, no. I don't think so. But since you're in the company of the beautiful and talented Miss Amber, I'm sure the mayor will make an exception.
Mais il est pas en ville, le maire?
I'll have to get the mayor on the phone to sort this thing out.
Ah,
You think he'll let us enter
d'accord.
the city?
I really don't know, but that drunk owes me a couple of favors. It's time to call him up on it. To the Batcave.
Ok, non, pourquoi pas.
Mayor's office.
Hello there, doll. This is Teddy Bear. You may know me from such cases as saving the mayor's ass on several occasions. I've also set you up with a buddy of mine that one time.
Of course, Mr. Bear, I know who you are. Are you looking to speak with the mayor, Mr. Bear? Because I'm afraid he's not in at the moment.
Ah,
Can I take a message?
No, I have to talk to the mayor personally. It's important. When will the mayor be back?
The mayor should be in first thing in the morning, Mr. Bear.
Okay, never mind. Thanks anyway, doll.
well.
He's not in, and we don't have time to sit around and wait till he sobers up. We'll have to find another way.
Hey, what if we made the clearance ourselves?
That's falsifying government papers, doll. I like it. There should be some stationery around here. Give me a minute. Have a drink while you wait.
A drink of what? Make-believe water?
Never mind. Here it is.
Ah bon?
There. Now we just need something to use as a stamp. And we need to falsify the signature. You're an artist of sorts. You can do
C'est
this,
pas
right?
très net,
Not
hein, cette
really.
histoire.
I
On
could
nage en
probably
plein
make a
flou, j'ai
stamp
envie
out
de
of
dire.
something, but I can't falsify the signature.
Fine. I'll get those two goons to do it.
The mugshots? You think they'll
Efficace.
help
Ah
you?
oui, très. Hein, la
Ouais,
rapidité,
ouais.
l'efficacité. Bon, sur ce. Attends, au fait, est-ce que j'ai toujours mon... Oui, j'ai toujours mon crochet, oui, très bien. Alors... Ce qui me rappelle... Voilà, est-ce que je peux pas l'utiliser pour atteindre cette fichue clé? On sait jamais. Oui!
I'll take this key with me, just in case. It's always good to have keys around.
Enfin! Bon, c'est la clé de quoi, par contre? Clé du bureau. Mais... J'y suis pas, là? Ok... Bon. On va aller voir la chambre. Parce qu'avec un peu de chance, ça me permettra aussi de récupérer le bout de tissu rouge. Je vois pas à quoi ça va me servir, mais... I want it!
No.
Non? Non. Bon, d'accord. Bon, bah les gars, tant que je suis là...
I need your help, lowlifes. I've got this fake clearance.
Ah, c'est
that
sûr
the
qu'ils vont te
city
la donner,
manager
leur aide.
falsify the mayor's signature.
And what makes you think we're the right guys for this? Do we look like counterfeiters to you?
Les dialogues à choix, mais... Les dialogues à choix, les amis.
Yeah, you sure do.
Yeah, we can do this. But again, what's in it for us?
Par simple courtoisie. Pour les enfants! Oui! Pense à nos enfants!
Can't you do it for the kids? Think of the children, for God's sake. You know, just some kids. I don't know. It's an expression. Would you do it for Amber?
I would do it for Miss. But something tells me you're just dropping names to get us to agree.
She's with me, and she needs your help.
Oh yeah? She sure lost a lot of weight, or you finally lost your mind, because I can't see you.
She's in the other room. She couldn't squeeze through.
I'll cut you a deal, Snoop. You bring me proof that little Miss is with you, and I'll falsify this report card of yours.
You mean the clearance?
What? Yeah, the clearance.
I'll be back.
Sure thing, Arnold.
Arnold. Ok.
You got it?
No, they don't have anything to write with. You have your pencils with you?
Here you go, but be sure to get them back.
I'll be right back.
C'est à peine le bordel. Les outils du créateur. Ah oui, carrément, oui.
There, does this qualify as proof to you? Now, show some integrity for once in your life and do this thing.
Whoa there! Are these the creator's tools? Where did a snoop like you get these?
L'homme muffin me les a donnés. Un petit dans le magasin de mon quartier, on a tout un package, c'est plus mal. L'homme muffin!
The Muffin Man gave them to me.
The Muffin Man?
The Muffin Man. Amber gave them to me, obviously. They have her initials and everything.
All right there, Snoop. Don't get all riled up. Show me that land deal you want falsified.
You mean the clearance?
What? Yeah, sure, the clearance. There. Now, if you don't mind, me and John have some business to attend to. So, how about you hit the old dusty trail?
Ok. Bon.
There, all sorted out.
You didn't hurt them, did you?
I sure did. Lowlifes like that only understand one kind of language.
Oh no, Ted. Why are you always so mean to them?
What? No, it's expected with those two. Never mind that now. I got it sorted. Let's head back to that cop boyfriend of yours.
Bon, alors par contre, cette clé-là, où est-ce que je m'en sers? Laissez passer signer. Oui, mais il me reste plus que le seau, non? Ah bah non, elle l'a fait, elle a dit qu'elle pouvait le faire. C'était pas dans la chambre des parents, à tout hasard. Non. Non, cette table-là ne s'ouvrait pas. En tout cas, il n'y a pas l'option. Ici. Ce tiroir ne s'ouvre pas. Ces tiroirs ne s'ouvrent pas non plus. Bon! À quel moment est-ce que j'ai besoin d'une clé pour un bureau? Dans l'étude, ça s'ouvrait pas. Dans la fiole du frangin, il n'y avait rien. Alors, j'ai des doutes, hein, mais on sait jamais.
Are you even trying?
Non, c'est pas ça. Ah bah écoute, tenter. Tiroir, tiens, dernier essai. Ça fait zéro sens, hein, mais...
I don't think so.
Non. Ok. Par contre, avec un bâton aussi court, je suis désolé, je me pose des questions. C'est une baguette qui fait de la télékinésie à ce compte-là. Ah, bureau coulissant, bah voilà. Bon.
Hey, the key fits. Let's see what we have in here.
Flacon d'encre.
Vial of ink. It's a vial of ink. Boy, this desk must be really old. Who uses ink anymore?
Alors j'ai bien quelques exemples qui me viennent, mais pourquoi pas.
I'll take the ink with me. If we wake up in 1789 tomorrow, I'll be all set.
Pourquoi 1789 précisément T'as quelque chose avec la noblesse et la France et 1789?
The convertible of desks. Very chic.
Oui, du coup, je commence à me demander si effectivement il n'y a pas... Ouais, faudrait que je vérifie le pays dans lequel il a été fait ce jeu. Bon, laissez passer signer. Oui. Attends. Moustache? Non, je ne peux pas ramasser la moustache. D'accord. Bon, laissez passer.
I don't think so.
Non? Non, d'accord.
Come on.
Non?
Come on.
Ah! À quoi?
It's a candle, forgotten here, until the lights go out. Then it's like, oh, where are those candles we keep in the house?
Oui, on connaît ça. Mais bon.
I'll take it with me, just in case. Maybe I'll need to read in the dark at some point or something.
Oui, donc le seau, il a pas encore dû être fait. Et ce seau-là...
Bucket. That's a funny word. Bucket. Bucket.
Ok. Les affaires du grenier.
Just some
oui,
random
voilà.
attic stuff you'd usually find in an attic.
Non.
There we have an old bean can. Is it empty? Full? Who knows? The mystery is part of the fun. Then there's some bag of something. Flour, maybe? A bunch of boxes filled with ugly clothes?
Ok. Bon, Ted, qu'est-ce que t'as à dire?
There's a policeman. We should go and ask him a couple of questions. I mean, he is a cop, so he's probably even more clueless than us. It's worth a shot, though.
Ok, bon. Brian!
Good evening, Miss Ashworth, Mr. Ted. Got that clearance yet?
Is he making fun of us? I can't tell.
Not yet. We're working on it, Brian. Poor thing, I bet he feels so alone up here.
Bah oui, mais là, je vois pas... Oh! Attends. Y avait pas l'allumette dans le bureau du frangin? Je peux allumer la bougie pour faire le seau avec de la cire fondue, mais... J'espère que c'est ça. Alors...
Oh boy, I have no idea where the drawing guy went with this one. It looks like a match in a small metal container.
C'est bon? Ah non, je ne peux pas l'utiliser. Bon, bah...
No.
Ah... Ah... Flacon d'encre. Oui, d'accord, mais... Oula. Faut la donner au lapin, l'encre. Bah en théorie, ils ont déjà falsifié ce qu'ils pouvaient, non? Je vais tester. Hein.
No.
Non. Je vais essayer avec la bougie aussi, tant qu'on y est.
No.
Non plus. Non, non, ils ont déjà falsifié tout ce qu'ils pouvaient, mais en l'occurrence la signature du maire, et maintenant il faut... De quoi faire le saut, apparemment.
Just shining away. I have a similar one in my room.
You have the same lamp in your room. It's just asset reuse. The lazy artists.
Le quatrième mur encore. La cire à faire fondre. Oui, normalement, oui. Mais
I can't use that.
je sais pas comment allumer.
Do what with it?
Je sais pas comment allumer la
Are you
bougie. Je ne sais pas comment allumer la bougie pour faire fondre la cire. La seule allumette que j'avais vue, c'était sur le bureau du frangin, et visiblement, ça ne marche pas. Donc... Alors peut-être avec le briquet, je sais pas. Le briquet, n'importe quoi. Les cigares?
Ew, of all the...
Non. Pouap.
We should really go to Paper City. Where did you say the entrance was?
Au grenier, oui, mais j'ai... Bon. Si je suis censé aller au grenier à ce point-là, en théorie, il devrait y avoir l'élément, mais... Ah oui, c'est bien ça le problème, j'ai rien.
The convertible of...
C'est le même dialogue,
Good evening, Miss
What's he making?
Not yet.
Oui, on ne l'a pas encore. Boîte en
It's
carton,
filled with towels. It's
serviette,
filled with the kind
drap,
of stuff no one ever uses.
cheval... Merde alors.
There's a policeman. We should go and act. It's worth a shot. There's a policeman. It's worth it.
Quelle question? La seule question qui... Bon, bref.
I don't think...
Ah...
Are you even...
Oui, j'essaye, justement. Bon, ok, bougez pas. Alors... ta, 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 ta. Oh la vache, d'accord, ok. Ok, c'est pas un seau en cire qu'il fallait. Vous allez rire.
There. Now I got a stamp.
Ah,
All I
c'était un
need now is some
tampon.
ink.
C'était un seau à coup d'encre qu'il fallait.
Messy. Hopefully I won't get it all over my pockets.
Ouais, bah, t'inquiète pas, une fois que tu en as besoin,
All
t'as
done.
pas à t'en
Well,
resservir.
forging documents is a lot of work.
Hein? Comment ça, les enveloppes? Bon. N'empêche, j'aime bien, on fait ça juste à côté du flic qui bronche pas.
Here you go, Mike. Signed by Jim, Mayor Mills himself.
Yes, here it is, and it's like totally real and not at all fake.
Well, everything seems to check out. Wait a minute, and enjoy the scenery, Miss Amber, Mr. Ted. It's a beautiful view of the city from here. Have a nice night.
You too, Brian.
Good night, Byron.
Ted, tu pourrais faire un effort. Bon. Sauvegarder. Oui, nouvelle sauvegarde, on sait jamais. Elle est belle la
I
ville,
guess
hein?
we're going back there. You ready, Ted?
Give me a minute. I thought I left that place for good, you know. What about you? You haven't been there in some time, doll.
Yeah, I think so. Besides, we have a case to solve.
You're right. Let's go.
Ouf! Le Paper Hotel. Ah.
It kind of feels like going home.
God damn it. It really does.
Ted, I never asked you. What happened to your former partner?
Comment ça, il en avait un autre?
He grew up.
Ah. Ok. Fouh. Bon, et ben voilà, fin de l'épisode 1. Comment dire? c'est fun. Honnêtement, c'est fun à jouer. Je sais pas si ça l'est à regarder. Parce qu'il y a beaucoup de dialogues, donc je peux pas faire énormément de commentaires dessus. Du coup, j'ai peur que ce soit un peu chiant pour vous. Mais à jouer, c'est vraiment fun. Je vous le conseille. Parce qu'il y a plusieurs objets sur lesquels j'ai pas cliqué, donc il y a un certain nombre de répliques qu'on n'a pas vues. Et ouais, si vous avez l'occasion, franchement, je vous le conseille parce que ça vaut clairement le coup. Ou alors, si vous voulez explorer une route différente, hein, si vous voulez prendre l'autre choix et buter Millie au lieu que l'homme rouge se barre, c'est possible. C'est possible. Bon, bah écoutez, en tout cas, je vous remercie de m'avoir suivi. Les personnages et les événements et les noms décrits ici sont purement fictionnels et toute similarité avec le nom, le business serait purement fortuite et involontaire. Oui, bah... oui. D'accord. Bon, bref. Je vous remercie de m'avoir suivi dans ce premier épisode. On se fera très certainement le 2 et le 3. Je suppose, faut voir. Voilà. Et sur ce, je vous souhaite une bonne soirée. Je vous dis à très bientôt. Et dans tous les cas, n'oubliez pas, à partir du moment où vous commencez à voir en noir et blanc, sortez le jus de carotte, vous verrez, ça passe tout seul. Allez, bonne soirée les gens!